Good evening, friends. Study with the Pala Engineering and General Geology Parvin Singh book. So in chapter 10, the study of minerals, isometric cubic system पर हैं, जो कि मिनरल का बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चैप्टर है और मिनरल्स की अपने आप में ही इम्पॉर्टेंट है, क्योंकि अगर हम कोई भी रॉक स्टडी कर रहे हैं तो हमको मिनरल के बारे में जानना है ही. इसलिए प्लीज़, और चूँकि ये परवीन सिंह अपने आप में एक बेसिक बुक है, आप कोई भी कंपटीशन एग्ज़ाम दें और जो अलग एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी बुक आती है उसमें वर्ड्स तो आपके बहुत ज़्यादा भर जाएंगे, लेकिन आपके जो की पॉइंट हैं, आपको जो एग्ज़ाम में कहीं भी भटकने नहीं देंगे, वो परवीन सिंह है, जी.बी. महापात्रा हैं और आपकी बांगर हैं. ये बहुत बेसिक बुक हैं, ठीक है. आप प्लीज़ उनको भी केयरफुली रीड करिए. तो स्टार्ट करते हैं. आइसोमेट्रिक क्यूबिक सिस्टम डेफिनेशन. All those crystals that can be referred to three crystallographic axes which are essentially equal in length and at right angles to each other and thirds mutual interchangeable are said to belong to the isometric or cubic system. So examples diagrams for isometric system. This is most important. We make in a practical time and a theory time. Exile diagram. So since all the three axes are equals and interchangeable, so there these are. हाँ, एक बात और मैं कहना चाह रही थी, जैसे कुछ बच्चे क्या करते हैं कि पेट्रोलॉजी पढ़ ली, मिनरोलॉजी नहीं पढ़ी, तो हर सब्जेक्ट को इम्पोर्टेंट दें. पेलियोजियोलॉजी नहीं पढ़ी, दूसरा सब्जेक्ट पढ़ने लगे. स्ट्रेटिग्राफी आप फेवरेट मत रखिए. अगर आपने फेवरेट रखा तो आपके मार्क भी कम हो जाएंगे. तो इसलिए अगर आप M.Sc में या B.Sc में हैं तो आप ख़ास तौर से अपने सब्जेक्ट को लेके चलिए. बेसिक सबको इक्वली रखिए. Since all the three axes are equals and interchangeable, so these are represented by the letter A in the study position. However, the axis may be designated as A1, A2 and A3, the last being vertical. Classes. 5 symmetric classes fall in the isometric systems by virtues of their symmetry. The normal class is known as the Galena types. It has got the following symmetry. Axis of symmetry 13 in alls, and 3 are axis of four-fold symmetry, and 4 are axis of three-fold symmetry, and 6 are axis are of a two-fold symmetry, and the 3 axis of four-fold symmetry are chosen as the crystallographic axis. Planes of symmetry 9 in all. 3 plane of symmetry are at right angles to each other and are termed the principal axial planes. 6 plane of symmetry are diagonals in position and bisect the angles between the principal planes. It has a center of symmetry forms. Following are the forms that commonly develops in the crystal belonging to isometric system. And a cube are forms bounded by 6 similar squares face, each of which is parallel to two of three crystallographic axes and meets the third axis symbol and 100. And figure here, most important figure, please try to make it. Octahedron are forms bounded by 8 similar. क्योंकि अगर आप थ्योरी भूल रहे हैं तो आपको डायग्राम्स थ्योरी भी याद करा देंगे, तो इसलिए आप डायग्राम को भी प्रेफरेंस दीजिए. 8 similar faces, each of the shape of an equilateral triangles, each meet the 3 crystallographic axes at equal distance symbol. So cube and octahedrons and dodecahedrons and trisooctahedrons and trapezohedron and tetrahexahedrons. Dodecahedrons, it is a forms with the 12 similar faces, each of which is parallel to one of the 3 crystallographic axes and meet the other 2 at equal distance. Sorry. Symbols 101 and some other forms are tabulated below. The names and symbols definitions trioctahedrons ch10 are forms of 24 faces. Each face meet to axes at unit length and to the thirds at greater than unity, and face occurs in 8 group of 3 each. And trapezohedrons HLL. The forms of 24 face, each face meet one axis at a unit length and to the others two at a greater than unity. And each face is a trapezium and tetrahexahedrons HOLs and 24 faces. Each face is parallel to one axis and meet others two at unequal distance, which are simply multiples of each other. So face occur in six group of four each, and hexaoctahedrons HKL 48 faces. Each face meet the three axes at unequal distance. Others classes, as mentioned earlier, isometric systems comprise five symmetry class in all. Besides the normal class, following three classes are also represented among the minerals. Pyritohedrals class, pyrite type symmetry. Seven axes of symmetry, of which three axes are axial axes of twofold symmetry, and four are diagonal axes of twofold symmetry, and three plane of symmetry, and a center of symmetry. And forms and pyritohedron and diploid are two typical forms of this system's class. And pyritohedrons is a hemihedron forms having 12 face and journal symbols HKO. Diploids is a closed forms of a 24 face that typically occur in pairs, hence the names, and have a symbol HKI. Pyritohedrons, diploid and tetrahedron. Tetrahedral class symmetry, seven axes of symmetry is as in pyrite type, six plane of symmetry, diagonals, and no center of symmetry in form. Most typical forms of this class is a four-sided solid in which each face is an equally equilateral triangles. It is termed tetrahedrons. It has general symbols of 111s and Cs and some isometric minerals and galena, pyrite and magnetite and fluorite. Plagiohedrals class and cuprite types and symmetry. 13 axes of symmetry as in normal class, and no plane of symmetry, no center of symmetry. Forms isotetrahedrons and each of 24 faces with the symbol HKL commonly. Uh, enantiomorphous in characters are typical forms of this class. Example of isometric minerals: a vast number of common minerals crystallize in isometric systems, and following are few examples: galena, pyrite, sphalerite, spinel, magnetite, sodalite, garnet, diamond, fluorite, and leucite. Tetragonal system definition: the tetragonal systems includes all those crystals which can be referred to three crystallographic axes so that two axes are equal, interchangeable, and horizontal in positions. The third axis is either longer or shorter than the others two and is vertical in positions, and all the three axes are mutually at right angles to each others. Axial diagrams in studies positions in crystals is so held that the longer or shorter axis is vertical in position. The one of the horizontal axis is made to run parallel to the observers, and the others forms front backward. The horizontal axis running away from the observed designated as A1, that running from right to left is A2, and the vertical axis is designated as C axis. Axial ratios for the crystals of this system is expressed as A ratio C ratios. A class of the tetragonal systems includes seven symmetry class. Normal class zircon type. The symmetry of the normal class zircon types is as follows: axis of symmetry 5 in all. The of these two axes are horizontal and of two-fold symmetry, and two axes are horizontal bisecting the angles made by first set of horizontal axis. They are also of two-fold symmetry and one axis of vertical and of four-fold symmetry, and hence tetragonal forms. Plane of symmetry 5 in all of these. One plane is horizontal and two plane are vertical, and two planes are vertical. So diagonal, so there is